Hey everyone, it's Sangod aka Zero here. Finally getting back to another stories, The Path of Destinies. It's actually been a little while, and the last thing I actually remember, I think, was we were having to decide if we were going to take her to the mountains or take her to the secret base. So let's actually find out if I'm actually correct on that one.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared around, shocked. The scientists had been neutral. They had no part in the rebellion. "Take me to your council," she said, shaken. "I have things to tell them." It was what Renato had gambled on. The Zenobia would turn against her father once she knew his madness. But the rebel base was secret. Could he really risk taking the Emperor's daughter there?
I'm actually gonna trust her and hope that everything will go good. So we'll take her to the secret base.
Renato reached Lapino by Farspeaker Toad, the one creature the Ravens had left alive at the observatory. Lapino seemed awfully anxious to meet him at the secret base. If he was a spy for the Empire, he'd turn around and reveal the coordinates to the Empire, jeopardizing the entire rebellion. But Renato couldn't bear to think that Lapino would commit such horrible treachery. There was still good in the Mad Rabbit. He felt sure of it. "I'll meet up with you at the base," Lapino said through the Toad. "Good thinking." Renato gave him the coordinates. "There's a shuttle here I can borrow." Renato found Zenobia in the chart room. "I've been having awful dreams," she said. "Dead kittens and worse. I thought they were only dreams, you know. Why would anyone want the lost gods back? In those days, the favorite of a god could become immortal." She held herself and shivered. "He wants to become an eater of souls." "Well, I'm not afraid of dying. Just dying of boredom," Renato said, but she didn't laugh. Silence fell as they flew towards the ruins of the city of Ubar, where the rebellion leadership was hiding. If Zenobia couldn't help them fight off her father, no one could. As they touched the ground, he could smell the ravens and hear their hungry caws in the distance. "They're probably looking for me," she said. "You go on ahead." She had that fiery look in her eyes that he'd always loved. It was a bit odd, though. How easy she'd been to convince. It was what he'd gambled on, but he'd expected more of an argument. She'd always loved to argue. She considered it the fastest way to the truth. Maybe she'd long suspected the truth. Sometimes all it took was taking the bandages from your eyes. That must be it, he told himself.
Oh, I'm hoping she doesn't betray me.
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
Seriously? Just right out of reach. I'm gonna open this door, see where it goes. And I picked very well. But now that I have all the weapons, all I need to really do is just upgrade them. Yeah, why not? I don't really feel like just cut down flags. For a secret base, we have flags hanging up. That's kind of an odd thing to do. Weird. There's like one part I can't actually even crush.
about you guys? Everything.
Where else to go but this one? Okay, I can upgrade a sword. What do I need to okay, so I can't upgrade that. Those will take a while, so I'm gonna upgrade this.
His trusty old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
And now my sword is actually glowing. Okay then. That's a lot of energy I don't need. Oh, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Ooh, I split him in half.
Had really turned. The war could soon be over. She could send orders to the fleet that would leave their defenses wide open. The rebels could sail right in and capture the Emperor. Victory, with not too many casualties.
I have a feeling this is going to turn bad for me. But if it does, it does.
That was always a rush.
Oh, I can't cut that one down. Treasure box. Treasure, treasure, treasure. There's that way or this way. I feel like I've been here before.
Maybe I should follow my nose, thought Renato.
That was easy. Elemental resistance. That could come in handy. So many enemies, so little time.
This chest had teaspoons stolen from every inn in Boreas. Oh, and something more useful.
And I have a new gem. Let's see. Yeah, for now I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
They caught their breath under a ruined arch. It's beautiful, she said. This was the library of Ubar, he said. Your father's ravens thought they had an ancient book. She nodded. Was she crying? This was exactly what I wanted, Renata thought. To turn her to our cause. So, why do I feel something is terribly wrong? Because nothing ever goes this smoothly, is why.
this way.
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
So, from what I understand, it's kind of... It looks like it's just a letter telling his soldiers to kind of be ready to kill. Because they're talking about envy of power, that it's punishable by death, fear is a sacrifice, and pride. So it's kind of one of those, it seems like it's more of a, well, him being cursy. And I didn't want to open that again. Seriously? That's like in the worst spot, because it's got a wide range. Oh, the library again.
I think this is yours, said Renato. But he couldn't hear his enemy's answer.
There we go. Just wanted to kind of get them to get rid of their own guys for me. Save me the hassle. Okay, so that does not work going upstairs. Oh, come on. Eyeball things.
Ha! Bet you never saw that coming.
Ow. Whoop. And this one will let me go down here.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. He was on fire. So far, so good.
Oh, and I was stupid.
He thought, as he died.
Let's see if I can actually do a little bit better this time around. And yes, I am still trying to get the remember the buttons because I haven't played this. Ow! I kind of just blew myself up. And there's actually an achievement for blowing myself up. Wow.
Hey, is that a word for a lot of ravens? Like a doofus of ravens?
Okay, wait, what the heck? He was just there and he blew up. Okay, this is like the third time I've died. There we go. I've healed myself. I forgot about this sword actually having healing abilities now. Ow. So many of them.
Could be the new aerobics craze. Am I right?
That was long. And me being stupid most of that. I think I came here once in the very beginning and I didn't actually have that ice sword yet.
The rock felt hot in his hand. He could feel its secret power.
So got that one now. Okay, that's not gonna work. Recovering some health.
The council toads swarmed around Zenobia, shocked she was there, shocked she had changed sides. Then the walls exploded. He heard toads croaking, "Oh, the ravens!" Blackbirds were pouring through holes everywhere. "It's a trap!" cried the council speaker. In the confusion, he saw flashes of magic. Then Zenobia being hustled off by Imperial troops. So, she had betrayed him after all. Renato ran for his ship. The Farfarer flew into the clouds, barely losing the Imperial ravens pursuing him. The rebellion was lost, and he had lost it. There was nothing to do but find Zenobia and make her pay for her treachery. His heart ached. He still loved her. But he had trusted her, and he had been a fool. She would be back at the fleet, gloating with her mad, bloodthirsty father. For all Renato knew, she was helping him bring back the old, lost gods back from their exile. Renato landed in the middle of the Imperial fleet. The rebels were losing badly. Without leadership, it was a slaughter. Renato felt strangely free, trying not to think about how he had lost the war, trying not to think about how he had loved Zenobia, blinded himself to her treachery. That's what it meant to be a hero. To keep on fighting after the most bitter of betrayals. To never know if you could trust anyone. Cats. What a waste of fur.
So he had been... Oh, this is actually where I gotta kill Zenobia. Okay.
Had that door been opened before?
And now I'm somewhere where it's cold. Kind of cool, just the random slowdown.
She tried. You're hooked. What had happened to Lupino? Had the Mad Rabbit fled to safety? Or was he forlornly carrying on like the few rebels Ronaldo could see here or there? Ugh, it didn't matter anymore. All there was slash and spin, parry and lunge, over and over as he fought his way across the fleet. All there was finding the girl he'd once loved, who had used his love against him and putting as big a hole in her heart as she'd left in his. Ronaldo wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not.
And the random stuff has begun. Once you remember the controls, this game's actually...
Imagine if you built a house of one of these things.
Ow.
Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
Am I gonna end up getting shot in the back by Zenobia, or am I gonna get shot again by Lupino? I wonder. Because Lupino, we know's disappeared again. Zenobia betrayed us, so who knows how this is gonna end. Killed one like that. That still does not get old.
And suddenly Zenobia was there, advancing on Lupino. So the Mad Rabbit had survived. "Save me, or I'm done for!" screamed Lupino. Zenobia turned, showing her teeth in a smile. "You're alive!" Renato ran towards the witch. "Lupino's the one who betrayed you!" she shouted. "He warned my father!" Before he could think, Renato sank his sword into the sorceress. She stared at him, heartbroken. "No! Lupino's the traitor!" Renato had an awful, sinking feeling in his stomach. Then, he felt a knife in his back. "I'm afraid she's right," said the Mad Rabbit. "Ain't I a stinker?" Then, the sun went out. Damn it.
Again?
And, just like that, he was alive again, and back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, and he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
So I've been killed by Lupino 2 of the 5 times.
But he was starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it. He just had to keep running the path of destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game-changer. Pieces of the skyripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course.
Yeah.
Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yeah, this time I am. I'm actually going to go for the skyripper, because I haven't seen that in there.
Every child knew about the skyripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the skyripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The skyripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? Who made all these ore chests anyway? Well, you could have quite a business doing that.
Fancy doorway.
Who are you looking at? Oh, right. No one.
And slice that one up. Just cheat a little bit, go this way. Ow. And shattered.
That had been his mistake before. Thinking he could win a battle of wills with an ancient evil all by himself. He had to be cleverer than that. Or braver. Or something.
The truth behind the skyripper is shrouded with a thick fog. The most believable tale is the Transcendent Emperor has used the skyripper to banish Ibis. Then the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence, or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the skyripper and the Ibis have a deeper connection than the weapon and the victim? My rituals will summon the Ibis stone, perhaps. I should worry about the way they cause the skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resource to find it. Weapon that can banish a god is an invulnerable bargaining chip. Should the old ones decide to double-cross me, it is in their name to try. But gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be. I can rely on that to always be one step ahead.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
Bad joke. Bad joke. That was a very bad joke. Or a pun.
Firefox. Thought Ronaldo.
And just break everything.
These things could really use a hand.
There we go. But that was still... And just sit there and beat them all up.
Ah, a puzzle. Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
Well, there goes whatever that was. So, unless that goes way after this.
Should really look for another line of work, he thought. And then he died.
Another death. Okay, we're gonna see what this does. Okay. Let's see if I go this way.
See? That wasn't so hard.
So I got my skill point I can upgrade. Which I'm gonna actually start putting it into extra health, because if you've been watching this, you know I need health right now.
That's my order, thought Renata. He was such a wit.
Why is this here? Okay.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna leave it here, and of course, you know I'm gonna go for the Skyripper this time around. So, hoping that the Skyripper doesn't decide to turn evil and kill me. Let's hope for the best on that one. So I'm actually gonna end the video here for you all. Hope you'll enjoy this video. Leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends, share this video on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, whatever you like to share media stuff to. So I guess stay frosty, everybody, and I will see you all. Actually, holding off on that little part right there. I'm actually kind of wanting to sit there and just say, if you guys are looking for a good anime to watch, there's actually two of them. A YouTuber that I know, or not personally, but I do know his stuff. Kagi has started doing two different series that I know of. One is called Nambaka, and the other one is Akihabara Strip. I would recommend, if you can try to find those two animes, I would recommend watching them. They are amazing. And honestly, I have not been able to sit through one episode and not end up cracking up laughing because of someone's joke or something just hilarious. I believe Nambaka Strip, or Nambaka actually has a video comes out every Sunday, and Akihabara Strip, I think, comes out every Monday, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure because it's just started last week. So, I'll actually put a link in the description to the website that I go to actually watch them. So, I'll see you all in the next video. Good, and bye.